What's up, guys? Welcome back to Crazy for KV's RC. I'm Tim. Welcome back to my channel. Primarily been posting about that RC Speedy build I got going on. Got a little bit of a delay in that, waiting on a couple of parts from Vanquish just to really make sure I take it to the nines and kind of don't hold back on my parts choices and the upgrades available, especially for that VFD transmission. So we're gonna have a little bit of a change up here, probably a couple videos in between while I'm waiting / building and filming. So be patient, it's coming. Spent a lot of money on that build. It's not gonna sit there in the box. It's gonna get built. So hang in there, guys. And in the meantime, trying to shoot some content for you guys. I've teased a little bit in past videos about a pulling truck I want to build. I went to a RC event in Cherokee Rock Village put on by the Georgia Rock Zombies. Awesome event, awesome group of people. First RC event, and I'm spoiled now. So if I go to any others, the bar is set really high. But they had a tug-of-war competition. That didn't do any sled pulling or anything like that. But what I learned in that is I was about to enter a pretty much stock, kind of my beater TRX-4, and I would have got absolutely whooped. So some of the guys that were winning were 15, 18, 20 plus pounds. So my plan is to take my TRX-4 Bronco 1/10 scale and kind of show it to you guys. I'm not going to do a walkthrough. You guys have all seen TRX-4 Broncos 1,000 times probably. But just show you stock electronics. It's pretty much bone stock. It's got some Bauhaus upgrades for lowering the CG a little bit, smoothing out that skid plate, but nothing crazy. All stock electronics, and we're gonna get a weight on it, see what it weighs stock without a battery, and then we're gonna take it outside and we're gonna get a baseline. I kind of jerry-rigged a sled together, and we're gonna see if it can pull the sled at all, and what kind of weight I can put on the sled and still pull it. Like I said, it's not going to be a fancy way to measure it, but it is going to be a way to quantify our progress. And following that baseline, I'm going to show you guys what I have already to put in this. Kind of went crazy, still got other stuff I want to add, but check it out. So we'll take a look at the Bronco first, and then we'll take it outside and see what it can pull bone stock. All right, so as you guys can see, we got ourselves a stock TRX-4, mostly stock TRX-4 Bronco here. It's been driven a couple of times, not many. I was looking to sell it. And the problem, as all of you probably know, with used RCs, they don't bring the money you want. But you know, it's pretty much new, and didn't have much of a use for it, but I decided to turn it into a kind of a tug-of-war pulling / sumo table truck. The end goal was to have it look stock. Some of you guys may have seen Harley Designs. He did the TRX 4000. I don't think we're going to get that kind of weight out of this. There's a lot of brass upgrades and different upgrades that I don't see much value in because of where the weight is going to be added. But I have bought quite a bit of brass. Really going to step the weight up. But yeah, I'll show you guys a little bit of B-roll footage here. We'll get a look at the truck just to show you that it's stock electronics, nothing fancy, real quick, and then we'll get a weight. Then we're going to get outside and check it out. All right, guys, so we do have the Bronco here. Like I said, pretty much stock. Not going to go crazy in depth, but just walk through what is done to it, because it is not totally stock. So I don't want anyone saying that's not a stock truck. It does have some cut tires on it. You can see there, I just did this. It's a little bit hard to see. It does have some cut tires. Sorry about the lighting, guys. Still working on my lighting situation here in the studio, and on my bench. But yep, you just cut every other lug basically, and that actually might help quite a bit for the baseline. So we'll go ahead and pop the body. So yeah, there you go. The big bad Titan 21 turn. Stock Traxxas servo. XL5. This is a full setup TRX-4, so it's got the 3 extra servos for the 2-speed as well as the front and rear locker. One of the upgrades I do have is this Bauhaus RC LCG battery tray. It's not very LCG, but slightly. Let's get a weight on this. Just got a Crawler Innovation cell block up there. You can see we're zeroed out units on grams right now, but that doesn't matter. Then grab the truck. So that's 3,269 grams, 7 pounds, 3.3 ounces, and obviously 115 ounces and 3.26 kilograms. So it's not a light truck as it is, but hoping to at least double that. Let's get it outside and see what it can pull. Alright guys, we're outside, about to get a baseline run with the Bronco. I'll show you the setup I got. It's a little janky, but it'll work, and it's going to be consistent. That's the biggest thing to me as I start bolting parts on, adding weight, power, traction. I just want things to be repeatable, basically. And I do have quite a bit of weight I could throw on this. I think we will definitely be able to see its limit today. So let's check it out. Alright, so like you saw already, stock Bronco, that big bad 21 turn Titan. That is a 550 can though. And then that is a 3600 Ovonic, I believe, cheap Amazon battery, 3S. Running into a little adapter there, but freshly charged and ready to go. I just have a little piece of paracord here. Like I said, it ain't pretty right now. I am going to make a hitch system for this, but just tied around here, and a little S-beaner, and this clip goes to both sides, or the rope, the clip clips to a rope that connects on both sides. Right here is a old dog ramp I made for when my dog was a puppy. We didn't really want him jumping off of the bed or the couch. Hasn't been used in a while, but I thought it'd be perfect because it does have rounded fronts, so not going to be any hard edges digging in. In order to give the stock Bronco as much of an advantage as possible, I am going to have the truck on the rough outside concrete, and we're going to have the quote-unquote sled on the slick concrete. So that's the plan. You see the setup. If the Bronco can start, if it starts moving, pulling the sled, then we're going to call it good. If it just sits there and spins tires, breaks something, no traction, no power, we'll call that the limit. We will make note of the weight. I don't have a weight for the sled, but I'm going to use the same thing every time. So just whatever additional weight is going to be the way we track our progress. So let's get started. I should also note that I do have it in low, and front and rear differentials are locked. So I'm going to take it nice and easy. Yep. It would drag this thing across that slick concrete all day. Let's see if it'll pull it on the rough concrete. Alright, we're back. We got a couple of my dumbbells I use to max out on bench. Those are 5 pounds, so that's 10 pounds total added. Let's see if it'll pull it. Started getting a little bit of tire spin there. Let's add a little bit more. So here's what we got. I swapped out one of the 5s for an 8. That's big boy weight right there. 13 pounds plus the weight of the sled. Obviously there's quite a bit of friction there too. It's a totally flat surface. All right, here we go. Barely moving. Oh, there it goes. 13 pounds. I think that's our limit. All right, back here at the workbench. So we got our baseline. Truck did pretty well. Actually better than I expected. Pulled. Was barely moving 13 pounds. I'm gonna call it 12. I don't have a way to make 12. I could have weighed some random stuff, but in the future I am gonna buy a couple of 1 pound weights so I can make those 1 pound increments just to get perfect numbers. But for this baseline, I feel comfortable that 12, it would have pulled a little bit more than 13, and that's what we're gonna call. So hoping to probably double the weight of the truck, and I'd like to see at least double what it can pull, if not even more. So real quick, I'm gonna run you guys through the parts that I've already acquired for this truck. Got a bunch of weight, motor, ESC, wheels, tires, and we'll take you through that, and then we're gonna wrap this thing up. Let's do a quick walkthrough. So let's just start with our power system. Mamba X. Thought about a Mamba Monster X. I think this is gonna be all right though. These are really strong. We're not gonna be punching it. The idea is really to not spin the tires too much, have enough traction, just slowly pull the people across the line that determines the winner. We got the Holmes Hobby Polar Pro 540L. All that means is it's a 550 motor, 2100 kV. This is a great motor on 4S. This is what I run in my Rift. It's strong, tons of power. It's gonna have a lot more power, hard to believe, than that 21 turn Titan, but also have pretty good amount of wheel speed. Servo. This is a first for me. I'm gonna try out the Three Brothers RC G13 Pro. It's a brushless direct power servo. Comes with all the adapters you need to run it right off your JST or your balance plug. You can see there, you can probably see there on 4S, we're looking at about 850 ounce inches. This truck's going to be heavy. It's going to be pretty heavy up front, so it's going to be important to have some steering capability. Durability upgrade, you know I love them. You guys have seen them before. Incision drive shafts. These are stainless steel, and they are extremely strong. They're heavy, so that's some added weight, but mostly worried about strength. I think with the traction we're shooting for, the power we're shooting for, and the weight we're shooting for, we would twist the Traxxas drive shafts right in half. So felt like this was a little preventative medicine. Let's get into some of the weight upgrades. I got a set of Vanquish 2.2 stainless steel brake weights. These are nice. They actually have some of the venting, slotting that a normal brake rotor would have, but they are a drum style. But these are really heavy. I think their website advertises, I think it's 6 or 7 ounces per pair. So we're talking about almost a pound for each of those. And I may throw in a weight right here on the scale just to confirm that. All right, so I spent way too much money at Trail and pretty much got all the heaviest stuff I could for the TRX-4. So we're gonna go ahead and, for starters, we got aluminum axle housings. These aren't very heavy, being aluminum, but they are nice, some added strength. There's the front, we got the rear. We got outer portals. I have 2 sets of these. These are very heavy, about 200 grams per set. So 400 grams, almost a pound for the 4 of those. Inner portals for the rear. Don't know the weight on those, but they got good weight to them. This is all brass. Diff cover. Another diff cover. So those are about 60 grams each. Got some C-hubs here. They were out of the black. Didn't really want to play the weighting game, so I went with these. And then we have the inner portals for the fronts. So I believe I weighed the entire package of Trail stuff all the packaging included, obviously. And I think it came out to about 2.5 or 3 pounds. So if you add the weight of the Vanquish hubs, then we're looking at 3.5 to 4 pounds just in those brass upgrades. Bigger motor is going to weigh more, ESC is going to weigh more, servo is going to weigh more, and then we're going to run these Super Swamper TSL SXs. These are the extra larges. They're a 5.4 by 2.2. This is a Pro line G8 compound. I had these sitting around. They're brand new. I have some 2.2 SSD wheels that are mounted up on another set of tires, but I'm going to sacrifice those. All right, so you guys saw the parts I'm going to toss in this truck. Let me know, what do you think? Do you think that Mamba X ESC is going to be enough with the truck possibly pushing upwards of 20 pounds once I throw in a big Forest battery and some additional weight too, whether it's encapsulated lead birdshot or something along those lines, maybe just some lead bars or big hunks of brass, whatever I can find, hide in there and keep fairly professional looking. In the next video, you guys are going to see some time-lapse footage, just me trying to figure things out. I'm going to start with the weight. I'm going to keep the electronics stock just to see. I kind of want to pop that ESC or smoke that Titan motor. And then we're going to see what it can pull on stock wheels and tires, just the brass added. Then I'm going to throw on some bigger wheels and tires, a little bit more rotating circumference, should equate to a little bit more traction, better tire compounds too. And then in the third iteration, we're going to put the power system in. So yeah, if you like what you saw, please hit that like button, subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Kind of trying this YouTube thing out. It's been fun so far. The editing thing is the slowest part for me, so I'm getting faster every time. But yep, just those likes and subscribes definitely are encouraging to keep up with this and stay up late and wake up early. So I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks.